Namaskar and welcome again to Planet to Soul Astrology. So, friends, hope you all are doing wonderful. And yes, today we are going to talk about marriage in Navamsha chart. We have made multiple videos regarding Navamsh Kundali because this is a minute form, or we can say this is a division of your seventh house matters along with all other planetary strength and everything we can see for from Navamsha chart, because this is the most important immediate chart which we always have to assess after our birth chart or Kshetra Kundali. So when we are seeing our Navamsh Kundali, so how you will judge your marital bliss. So today we are going to discuss one of the very important method, or you can call it as a technique, uh, that how to judge any marriage from Navmansh Kundali, that how this marriage will work and how this marriage will go ahead. So maybe I discussed it before also, but today I will show from one chart that how to judge it. But before that, let me tell you all that whenever you are seeing any chart and if you want to get an idea that how this person's marriage life will be like, or if you are doing any matchmaking, because last time we already saw first rule about matchmaking, so you can consider it as a second rule about matchmaking. If it is not matchmaking, then just from your chart also you can see that how will be your marital bliss or how will be your relationship with your future spouse or present spouse if you are married. So what you have to see that in D1 chart, you just have to see your ascendant and your seventh house. Now take your ascendant lord and seventh lord wherever they are posited in D1 chart, as well as you just have to see that where your ascendant lord and seventh lord are going in D9 chart. It is very much necessary to see this position in D9 chart, because in D1 chart sometimes it appears that they are 6 8 to each other, but in D9 chart if you see they may be together in a fifth house, ninth house, seventh house, or they are trying to each other, or they are with Jupiter, aspected by Jupiter. So many things we have to see in a chart. Now I'll just share one screen with you. Yeah, this is the chart. So see, you can see this is female chart and Kanya Lagna, that is Virgo ascendant. So definitely it will be a dual sign opposite, and this is a basic rule when we are seeing the same marital bliss of this female in Navamsha chart. But first we will see it in our D1 chart. So D1 chart is showing ascendant lord as a Mercury and seventh lord as a Jupiter. Now you can see that Mercury and Jupiter both are 6 8 to each other. That means they are Sadashtak to each other in D1 chart. Now in D9 chart, if we see, so this Mercury and Jupiter are going in trine, right? So we will say that yes, these both planets are going, sorry, in trine. So definitely the marital bliss will be best. But here we are making sometimes mistake also, or we can say maybe we are not paying attention that in spite of having Mercury and Jupiter in trine, there is Mars also with this Mercury, right? So Mars in D1 chart, if you can see, so this is third lord and this is eighth lord. In D9 chart, again it is first lord and it is eighth lord, which is situated in ascendant. Now, if you can see that because of this Mars, which is basically afflicting feature for this marital bliss. See, you can see so many charts. You have to study this. That in spite of having now this female, when I will tell about this, so she is separated from her husband, and she has not taken divorce yet, but last 12 years she's staying separated from her spouse. Now, are you able to judge this? Because if you can see that Mercury and Jupiter are in trine, that is why she's not able to get divorced due to many domestic reasons. But she's staying separated from her spouse. This is because of Mars, which is posited with this Mercury. Mercury is also, if you go more deep, so Mercury is in Rohini Nakshatra, so many things we have to see. But here, basic thing you have to keep in mind that in the D9 chart, your ascendant lord and seventh lord has to be in a good position without any affliction and with or without any Shubha aspect, even though they are not afflicted and not posited with Jupiter or no, not posited with Jupiter aspect, but still you can see that marital bliss is really very good. Now, in this same chart, if you can see the another reason that this females D9 chart, if you can see that seventh house is having Venus again and Mercury is in ascendant, right? But still this Venus is playing a role like Karko Bhavanashaya. So this is the another thing which we have to see. But basic rule what I wanted to explain you all, that this marriage, in spite of having trying to each other, because many people are saying the same thing, that they are trying, so definitely marriage will go good. No. Why this Mars again I took as a malefic or as a very sharp planet also I took for lack of marital bliss. And secondly, this Mars is posited with Mercury, which gives very sharp or very harsh language, or it is something like miscommunication, misunderstandings with spouse. Second thing, if you could see that this Mars in D9 chart is also 8th lord posited in ascendant, okay, and which is again aspecting Venus of 7th house. That is Navamsha. Only if you will see Navmansh only, then also you will come to know that there is a lack of marital bliss. In D1 chart also, if you can see the Jupiter position, which is her seventh lord and ascendant lord Mercury. So this Jupiter is again posited in Maraksthana, that is in second house of chart. That is why marriage is still survived, but separation is there. They both are separated, not able to get married, and they are not getting married also, because because of any reason they are not able to get divorces, right? Now second thing, in this D1 chart also, if you can see that this Jupiter, which is seventh lord, is also of Rahu Nakshatra. So Rahu Nakshatra or Rahu plays very crucial role in this chart. So next time when I will talk about another rule of marital bliss to see in a chart, so definitely we will talk about nakshatra and how to see a marital bliss out of it. So by that time, stay tuned with Planet to Soul Astrology, and yes, do not forget to subscribe my channel, and Sabka Mangal Ho. May all be blessed. Namaste.